The Summer I Turned Pretty returned this week with episode 4 of its final season, and things are definitely heating up. Following the drama in episode 3, where Belly and Jeremiah dropped the bombshell of their engagement on the entire family, episode 4 picks up 2 weeks later, with tension, disagreements, and emotional fallout at the center of it all. This episode focused heavily on mother-daughter dynamics, showcasing how strained, complex, and emotional those relationships can be. From Laurel's absence due to her disapproval of the engagement to Taylor stepping up for her own mother, it was all about roles shifting and emotional responsibility being reversed. Despite everyone in the family being against the idea, Belly and Jeremiah are pushing forward with their wedding plans. Belly's been working extra shifts at the restaurant to save money, while Jeremiah is interning at his father's firm, though not exactly thriving there. One thing that stood out this episode was Jeremiah's immaturity. He's trying hard to prove to his father that he's responsible enough to get married, but he's completely distracted by the wedding and not taking his work seriously. It's clear he's emotionally invested, but it's also showing a lack of balance in his priorities. He even tried to win over Laurel with a birthday cake and flowers for Belly, hoping to smooth things over. But Laurel shut him down, telling him bluntly that they weren't ready and she couldn't support the marriage. That led Belly to storm out and escape to the cousin's house, choosing to distance herself from her mother until the wedding. Belly's arc in this episode was especially emotional. Even though her mother is still alive, Belly is essentially mourning the absence of their bond during one of the most important times of her life. While picking out her wedding dress, she broke down because Laurel wasn't there to tell her it was the perfect choice. Later, when Belly lay in her childhood bed at Cousins, she remembered how her mom used to comfort her during scary nights. Now, as an adult, she's scared and alone without that same support, and it broke her. But then something shifted. Conrad decided to step up and be Jeremiah's co-best man, which genuinely lifted Belly's spirits. That small gesture made her feel like, finally, something positive was happening around the wedding. But that wasn't all. Conrad made Belly homemade birthday cupcakes, a clear contrast to Jeremiah's store-bought cake. It wasn't just thoughtful, it was personal. It showed that Conrad still deeply cares about her. The episode ended with Belly and Conrad hugging, and Conrad's inner monologue saying, "What have I done?" A powerful moment revealing his conflict. He's helping his brother marry the girl he still loves. When Belly first saw Conrad in this episode, her mind flashed back to Christmas, a reminder of her true feelings. This emotional undercurrent is clearly building towards something big. Meanwhile, Taylor's storyline had its own emotional weight. She's practically parenting her own mom, Lucinda, who's overwhelmed by debt and poor decisions, especially involving her ex, Scott. Taylor has been going through the books, clearing out space for a home business and trying to set her mom up for success before she moves to New York for her internship. But Lucinda, oblivious to the gravity of the situation, wants to go dress shopping and meet up with the man who got her into this mess. After finding out Scott took out loans in Lucinda's name, Taylor ended up using half her New York savings to pay off the debt, giving her mom some breathing room. But it's clear that if Lucinda doesn't step up, this could be the final straw for Taylor. Stephen had a smaller role in this episode, but there were some developments. He agreed to be Jeremiah's co-best man, even though he still sided with his mother and felt that Belly and Jeremiah were too young to get married. There's also a budding connection between Stephen and Denise, his co-worker. While it's subtle now, it looks like something might develop, which could complicate things further if Taylor, already feeling stuck and left behind, starts to feel even more disconnected. Overall, this episode was decent, but definitely the weakest of the season so far. Some of the acting, particularly the argument between Belly and Laurel, felt forced and unconvincing. Jeremiah obsessing over the wedding during work made him seem immature, and his response to Belly giving up Paris, "Good, I didn't want you to go anyway," was selfish, highlighting just how mismatched they really are. One genuinely moving scene was Belly crying alone in her old bedroom. That moment hit hard emotionally and showed her vulnerability. But most of the wedding-related drama felt overly dramatic and unrealistic, especially when other characters were speaking with reason. Despite its flaws, the emotional conflicts and relationship dynamics are keeping viewers invested. Conrad's feelings are clearly bubbling to the surface, clueless, and Belly may start second-guessing everything. It seems like we're building toward a big reveal, one that could completely derail the wedding. Will Belly go through with it, or will the past come crashing back in? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of episode 4? If you want full breakdowns for every episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty Season 3, make sure to check out the playlist below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.